at it like a crack addict. So I'm not gonna lie, I've done a lot off camera with this one, but it's starting to feel a lot better than the first version of it. So we're just gonna keep following suit. It's talking, so we're gonna let it talk. Put y'all a little bit and get out the way. And it's better to look at it to the camera because I can see where it needs work. Perfect. Damn fire started working on my ass. Here we go. So welcome back to what we do. Hope all is well with you wherever you are. That whatever truth is being revealed to you right now in your life, you're taking it and making the necessary adjustments, doing things to find yourself in a better position. I hope you're around people that are supportive of you, who genuinely care for your well-being. That you are loved and appreciated for who you are. Not just what you can do, but who you are. That you found peace within yourself, accepting your light and your dark, no matter how crazy that shit looks. I pray that you're done with the blessings or the lessons and are ready for the new to fully manifest in your life. I pray that the transition between relationships, places, people wasn't too traumatic this time. It's like you kind of build up a muscle after a while. So I hope that muscle of discernment and taking action for yourself is strong. That you've taken accountability for your part in said events and places and have made peace with you. Which could mean offering an apology, right? If need be. If need be. But that you're gaining a clearer sense of who you are and what you're here to do. And that you can look in the mirror and be happy with who you are becoming. Well, who you are. Because who you're becoming is a product, right? So that's a big part of the study of the Mayan calendar. The Mayan calendar is not just about dates and time and all that. It's about making a connection with all that is. It's meant to put you back into the natural harmony and rhythm of the universe and allow you greater access to things, namely that heart chakra. Compassion for yourself, forgiveness for yourself, not necessarily that whole jargon to everybody else. You are where you are. You feel how you feel. And there's nothing and no one that can tell you otherwise. And I pray you all have somebody or something in your life that inspires you to be better at this time. Something that gets you out of bed. Something that really pulls at your heart in a good way. In a healthy way, I should say. It's not as easy as they let it be, be known. What's going on, good people? You know, you know how we do here. And if you don't, well, we just chill out and we talk about life and art and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm thinking of including some new things. I'm not going to say it until I do it, of course. But there's more to share. There's a lot more to share than I'm going to share. Thank you, CC. And Megan, welcome on in. So when I'm not reading cards and people and doing all that fun esoteric stuff and painting, which is still esoteric at the end of the day, but this is the chill out time where we can just vibe. And I encourage anybody who has a gift or a talent, to join in for the hour and just work on your shit. Even if it's just journaling or something like that. Or you just taking a break from the world and getting back to you. This is a place for you. Shout out to Egypt, shout out to London, shout out to Germany and India. Folks who came through last time. North Carolina, Miami, Wisconsin. Keep myself motivated to finish a project, huh? That's a good question. Well, the first thing I don't do is get into the result of it, meaning getting too ahead of myself. You know, the expectations can really kill something because sometimes you might have a thought in your head and it doesn't quite work out that way. So I would say one of those ways is just remaining flexible with the process. Like, if you're new, you've never seen this. I had this picture done, or this painting done maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. And it looked the same. It still had the same face, but it was different. Like, it wasn't as mature. So patience has a lot to do with it. But what keeps me motivated is knowing that just going through the journey, I am going to learn something about myself. And the really only expectation I have is that I'm going to do a great job. I'm going to find satisfaction with however it turns out. You know? And it's just like for you, like, even though I'm the one painting and everything, I'm still a vessel for whatever's coming through. So it's just as much as a surprise to me, even though I see it going, you know, step by step, and you don't get to see that. But that's the part you gotta walk for yourself to understand. You know, and it's like, what else am I gonna do? I'm not gonna roll over and give it up, you know what I mean? Regardless of external circumstances. I hope that was clear enough for you. You know, of course, there's always the part where you share, help other people share, and you have conversations based on the completion of such things, if you want to call it a completion. So those are the things. Who asked that question? Pilot Trigger. I don't know if you're still here, but I hope that was enough to give you to go on. I'm gonna put something right here. Right here. Oh, wait. And there's also more to the story. So what I mean by that is this, me doing this is like continuing the story from where I thought it ended when I had first displayed it, right? Only to come back and realize there's more to the story as far as what how it's meant to really come out. And even if it doesn't show up on this, it sets the stage for another picture. So you always have something else kind of brewing in the back. Well, shout out to Pilot. That was one of the better questions we've had in the recent sessions. But just remember that that motivation really only sticks when it comes from inside and not outside. Like, I'm not doing this for no popularity or nothing. I'm doing it because I love to do it. Feel me? Because I want to do it. Well, I guess Pilot ain't here no more, but if you see the replay, then that's what I got for you there. I can also say, y'all, keep me going, you know? What people say and what people don't say. Sometimes it bothers people that you do your own thing. You run into somebody who really has a liking for what you're doing. You know, you got your haters, but it's fuel for the fire. But I would say that's more of a confirmation that you're on the right path. You know what I mean? Somebody got to take time out of their day to tell you something negative or positive. Queenie, oh my goodness gracious. I feel like it's going Stu and Nola. Let me close my mouth because it happened. What's going on, Queenie? Queenie? And to add on to what you were doing, what you said, Pilot, you know, Queenie kind of popped in, and when she did, it kind of reminded, you know, I love helping people. I like bringing my skills to the table to help people's visions come to life. Like, that's a motivating factor, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know, there's things in life that you can't really do. And the fact that people trust me with that kind of responsibility. Because all it really does at the end of the day is shows you your own growth, you know, how you've matured, how you handle situations. And also the type of people who come to you. You know, that starts to change over the years. That's a motivating factor. Money is a good motivating factor. You feel what I'm saying? There's so many ways to define motivation. But at the core of it, it's just really the love of the arts and what it does. If that part wasn't there, I really wouldn't be doing it, regardless if I'm good at it or not. You know what I mean? What's going on, though, Queenie? We got you out and about in these crazy ass cosmic streets of YouTube. Hope everything is all right with you and the family. How's my little yellow human doing? No, you know what? It really does. It does apply, pilot. Appreciate you. Good, good, good. Yeah. Say what's up to my little human, my yellow human. Bad, bad. Leroy. That's what pilot back to what you're saying. Like that's what started it. Like I just got into Warhammer. I'm pretty sure you heard of it, but I love that whole mythology and that lore, and I love the fact that that's how it kind of started. Was people painting the little gray figures because it was a form of expression. Like you could create your own chapter. You know what I'm saying? If you really got funky with it, or you could just model some of your favorite. Like I used to do the model airplanes. I love jets, airplanes, and the details that would go into them. You know, just how they were constructed. And it's like doing that, you learn about the, you just learn stuff you can't find in a book. And not only that, it's just great for like the mental health part. Like it keeps me sane. You feel what I'm saying? But I have a way that I can talk without talking, where words don't quite measure up to the feeling. But when we do stuff like that, time seems to not have the same kind of hold that it does when we're not engaged in something that, requires our attention. Doing a model airplane for 6 hours and going to work for 6 hours is two different time spans. You know what I mean? And it's one of the ways, in my opinion, that we get closer to the divine because in these environments we listen more than we talk. If that makes sense, we have to listen. You know what I mean? That's my jam. There, I used to love model airplanes. You Space Marines. Yeah, yeah, the Tyranids. I just like the whole thing. You know what I mean? The lore, the cinematics of it all. Watching all the videos and catching up and everything. It's interesting. It's like it threw all the really cool shit that everybody loved into one universe. So I can appreciate it. And I just not too long ago did a model of Starscream, one of my favorite characters out of Transformers. Like if you're new to this, you have no idea what a um, Transformer fanatic I am. Let's see, it's gonna be a tough part because I kind of did like that dragon, but I think I'm gonna have to 187 his ass. Like it's crazy. Like I caught the painting in its birth, and now I'm going to the progression of it on the same piece. You know what I mean? It's weird, but I find it gives it texture having that old painting underneath, but it just feels like it all still resonates underneath the final product. You know what I mean? It's like the skin covering up the bones, muscles, and DNA. Some shit like that. Something like that. That's all right. I got pictures of the old ones. So, what kind of models? I almost got into the Gundam. I had a Gundam model not too long ago. I like them, but for me they're kind of small. I got one of the smaller kits. I like the bigger ones. Let's go a little bit dark. Where's that purple edge? Black out. Okay. That's something you have to check out then. Wouldn't be the first time I slayed a dragon. No cap. All right, now it's starting to make more sense. What time are we in? Okay, we got about 20 minutes left. I think she needs a little bit more over here. I think we'll bring it straight down like such. Right there. And then get right here. Because we in Mardi Gras season right now, my God. You ain't never seen people just shut down businesses and party like these motherfuckers. Every freaking hoe in the world is down here right now. Which reminds me, the next one we're doing is going to be a special because I'm going to revisit the pull up to the Mardi Gras. I was just looking at it and it started speaking again. So I'm going to pull that bad boy out tonight or tomorrow. We're going to unfold that big ass shit. And because I just got all these colors and it feels like a lot of that is still kind of unfinished. Cool beans. It's not really scheduled, but you know, it's more of a vibe. If I'm on it, it might be the middle of the day kind of shit. But I always record them so you could go back whenever you got time. Not just to check out the end and to see how it turned out. You know what I'm saying? You don't ask nobody to stay around for a whole hour. And you could be doing a whole lot of other things with yourself. But mostly this week, because I got a lot of extra time this week. Like I said, everybody that took off. So, which is crazy with all the people in town. You would think that this is where people would get their money. They said, fuck that. We'd rather drink and smoke and fuck. All right. To each their own, right? Alright. We gotta go down. But we got about 20 minutes left, so we're gonna ride it out. And I actually might start pulling out that one because it really is over there chattering away. It's because I did it this time of year. When I first started and finished that piece was this time of year during the Mardi Gras. It's weird. It's like every year since then, it's kind of like woke up during the Mardi Gras. And they'll be talking and shit. Sounds crazy, but if you've been in it, you know what I mean. So we're gonna let her dry for a little bit because by the time she does, this is gonna be over. And I don't wanna waste too much time. Well, I can't wait for the hot weather. Do this shit outside, this should be dry in 2 minutes. Alright. So we'll put her to the side. Break out part of it. This is one of my most favorite ones. That actually got displayed at the Ashe Center here, which is a big deal, I guess. It felt like it. And this is only half. I know some of y'all kind of remember this from last year, but I'll back it up. This is the half of it. So that's the first half of it. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it. And it's kind of like up here, kind of bothers me. So I'm gonna put some brighter colors up there. And being that I'm going through a few more Mardi Gras, this would be my third year, going into my fourth year. Because when I moved down here, it was during Mardi Gras. So this is like an anniversary all around, but this is on wood. This is that wood you find on construction sites. They always have them around here. They're building a house up the street and they left about 20 of these boards out there. I already got a couple stashed away for my next endeavor. Which is what I love about NOLA. It's like there's so much raw material just laying around. You can't help but pick it up and get it home. You know what I mean? They're gonna throw it away anyway. You might as well turn it into something beautiful. Well, we're gonna lighten this up a little bit. We're gonna do some patchwork on it because there's still some spots on here where the wood kind of peels off. So I gotta find a way to really preserve this going down the line. But the beautiful thing about it is they mounted this at the exhibition, so I don't have to worry about that. I know I can hang it now. Yeah, we're gonna get into this, especially the other side with the because the Lantern Festival is coming up. Happy Chinese New Year to y'all as well. It's the year of that horse. Yeah, I said tomorrow. I'm feeling this already. All right, there we go. Tim Burton, I can see that. There we go. Plug up in. Sorry about that, y'all. But here's the full Monty right here. And there's still a lot of spaces that need a little touch, especially those lanterns. I want to get those lanterns straight. And we got a couple of different versions of yellow to work with. Maybe work on those wings on Pegasus and bring a little bit more color to that squat up at the top. So we can ride out on this tonight and have it set for the next session. So here we go. And now I can really get messy, like throw shit around too. I can really throw it around. But this is the one of my definite favorites. I had so much fun doing this in the beginning when I first started it. So initially it took about a week. I need to grab a sponge for this bad boy. We can definitely bring those beads out. Some more in those clouds. And touch that pink up a little bit. I done opened up a whole can of worms with this. I want to really separate the dragon from the riders this time around. All right, we top of the hour, coming around. 3 minutes or so left. We're over. I gotta keep reminding myself, because this motherfucker is keep moving the camera. ride out to some blue, shall we? Oops, that's not blue. And that'll do it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. If you got this far, you got this far. No, I appreciate you hanging out. And hopefully you took some time for yourself, kind of work through some stuff. But we're definitely gonna come back and tighten this bad boy up, along with the other ones. It's no thing to have 2 or 3 going at the same time. And you know the whole spiel. You like what you see, like, share, comment, blah, 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 blah. One thing I learned, people gonna pay attention to what they want to pay attention to. And you ain't gotta tell nobody to do nothing they don't already want to do. Feel me? Feel me? That's why you never sweat the small stuff. And yes, making sure we cap these motherfuckers off nice and tight. I've gotten better. Some days I'd be in here and I'd kick the bitch and the shit fall over. Be paint everywhere. So, little at a time. And that'll do it for this session. Yeah, we're definitely gonna work on them. Those are the 4 girls in the church from Birmingham. Yeah, they showed up to Mardi Gras the year I did it. Like, you'd be surprised who comes through the Mardi Gras to party. The soldiers at Standpipe Hill in Oklahoma, where Black Wall Street was. Those are the soldiers that fought the battle in Greenville, right there. Those are the two elephants in the middle of that Chinese dragon. They just roll. But they are the two lesser known elephants that roll with Ganesha. You know, then you got your major deities up there. Seahorse, Kali, Sekhmet, Anubis, Marie Laveau, there go Buddha, Quetzalcoatl, you know, the dog star, Anubis, fucking Kudamas, leprechauns, the three fates, Pegasus, there's Cthulhu over there, you got some fairies floating around, the Lantern Festival, pirates, Pandora's Box, the mermaids, and like a lot of people made it into this. And then of course the dragon in the middle. All right. See y'all next time. Have a great night.